we need to talk about Cyberpunk 2077. More importantly, we need to talk about its 5-year anniversary and the speculation floating around about a possible update. Some people think that CDPR might be teasing something. Others say it's just a celebration and nothing more. Developers have come out and said, we've got nothing. We have nothing planned. There is no update. But depending on who you ask, that means we don't have an update or we don't want you to know about the secret update, which could be viral marketing 101. With the recent earnings call mentioning future support for both Cyberpunk and The Witcher, people are reading between the lines. Maybe too much, maybe not enough. So I just wanted to talk about it, not as a YouTuber because I'm not one. I'm a writer. I write the stories on this channel. I've got a feature film wrapped and a novel on the way. What this video really is just me sharing some thoughts, almost like a Twitch just chatting stream. No script, just free-flowing ideas. Realistically, Cyberpunk 2 is still years away, possibly 2030. So the question is, what happens in the meantime? We know Cyberpunk as a franchise isn't slowing down anytime soon. We've got new card and board games, which I backed, a whole plethora of comics. Read XOXO, by the way, that is an incredible story. We've got Edge Runners 2 and a live-action series of film from anonymous content. Other projects haven't even been announced yet, so we have no idea what's coming. So the universe is growing, even if the game itself isn't getting a Phantom Liberty-sized expansion anytime soon. As a writer, I can tell you creating story content on the level of Phantom Liberty takes years. If CDPR had been writing DLC non-stop since 2023, maybe something would be ready next year. But realistically, most of the team is focused on Cyberpunk 2. Virtuous Studios are doing updates, as we know, but they've been small. That's probably the maximum bandwidth we should be expecting moving forward. But here's what I think is possible. If I were a writer working with CDPR or Virtuous, the easiest and most impactful thing would be to add new lore drops, new shards. There are thousands already, and there's some of the best storytelling in the game, and I'm one of the maniac people out there who's actually read every single shard in the game. An update could add 100 new shards, mini quests or NCPD scanner missions tied to each shard, teasers for Cyberpunk 2, a connected storyline across the shards. This wouldn't require huge dev resources, but it would massively expand the world. I personally could probably write 100 shards in a couple of months. Polishing would take longer, implementation even longer, but it is feasible. Trying to be grounded, not trying to shit on anyone's dreams of more massive Cyberpunk content. Realistically, we could get location updates. Previously locked doors becoming explorable, new Easter eggs, new apartments, new vehicles, new weapons, that kind of thing. These still require a lot of work, but nowhere near DLC-sized workload. But a question you have to ask is, if you are CDPR, do you invest in new content for a game that's 5 years old when your main team is busy with Cyberpunk 2? Personally, I would. I'd support Cyberpunk 2077 with quarterly updates all the way up to the year Cyberpunk 2 releases. Light additions, lore, side activities, new weapons, shards, Easter eggs, even some cut content, things that were removed, not for bugs, but because they no longer fit the main story. There's probably a lot of gold on the cutting room floor at CDPR. Another thing I would expect is mod support for consoles, which is a huge opportunity. Witcher 3 is getting it, Cyberpunk probably is too. I know a lot of fans are asking about New Game Plus. I see it every day. CDPR have said NG Plus is impossible, but I think they're imagining a traditional New Game Plus when they say this. If they redefined it, it could possibly work. Keep your eddies, keep some of your attributes points, re-unlock legendary items, keep minigame unlocks, Trauma Team, Roach Race, allow for skipping brain dances, reset NCPD activities, and more Radiant quests could be added along the way with updates such as like gang hits, Arasaka caches, drop boxes, etc. More in line of the auto fixer quests and the Phantom Liberty Dropbox quests that you can do. You won't be getting Phantom Liberty 2, but it gives you reasons to keep playing, right? And that is a big driving force for what Cyberpunk and what CDPR are looking to do with 35 million copies sold already. I know a lot of fans want the big stuff, but the big stuff takes time. And I get it. People want more Pan Am content, more time with Judy, more Johnny lines, a 30 gig surprise DLC. And I'd love it too, but realistically, I don't know if that's ever going to be on the cards. That doesn't mean that nothing is coming, just that expectations should be measured. Cyberpunk, as I've said, has sold 35 million copies. CDPR absolutely could fund more DLC. Whether they should do it this late in the cycle, that's a business decision, not a creative decision. My series on this channel, No Save Point, is basically fan fiction written professionally. So take this as one person's informed speculation as opposed to insider knowledge. If you have your own ideas, if you agree with me or disagree with me, drop it in the comments. I'll definitely reply. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on Cyberpunk and the future of it.